Hey guys, I'm Rob. I've made a third compilation video for you to show you what we have done since we drove the first few meters after the devastating fire up to and including the first major test drive. With at the end the first big sign of the track problems we have now. By request, no music during the driving of the Nashorn, since many of you called that sound all the music we need. At first the track tension was not good enough, due to the fact that the original tool we had did not fit well, but we found out why and now we can use it to tension the tracks well. After we made the steering system, clutch and gas pedals we needed to test. We drove a little bit in the grass field we have next door, but we couldn't drive too much, otherwise we would destroy the grass too much, which was needed for the cows. Almost all the team was there to watch this great moment. You can see that I'm trying to look at the parts if something is off. Heard a weird sound, but as it appeared it came from one of the covers touching a moving part. With the test drive we also found out that the adjustment of the sticks was not correct, but that was an easy fix. Here you can see how it looked like before the safety covers were in place. This is the preliminary setup for the gear shifter, which stayed more or less the same, but all play was removed, and now it's being finished to look nice as well. The engine we installed is a Deutz FL 12 814 17 liter V12. Underneath the back floor the fuel tank will be placed as in the original, but only one tank instead of two. Maybe in the future when we know the dimensions and shape we will replace it for an original looking one. Here you can see the fuel tank that we used, which was originally intended for a military vehicle, but was never used. It's about 150 liters capacity. The safety covers I made are here in place, freshly painted. They do resemble the original one, although a bit bigger due to the non-original parts that we had to use. Due to the fire, all the rubber was burnt off the wheels. Since there are no molds yet for remolding the rubber onto the return rollers, we were glad that Tank Hunter Poland offered us to lend us his return rollers, which needed a lot of work. Check out the video, which you can find in the channel's playlist, or click the link above in the right top corner. We also needed to create new bomb stops, since they also burned off and only the steel parts were left, which we could reuse. Link of that video at the top right corner. Getting the fuel tank installed here. That's the kit we're using now for running the engine. You see the air filters. This bar, that's where the floor sits on. You can see angle iron here, 2 more knocks here. This one, that's where the 2 floor plates sit on. And here the big gun. Next is installing the big 88mm gun. Luckily we have access to a big forklift which can just handle the weight. After we installed it, we drove a few dozen meters with the gun installed for the first time in about 70 odd years. But for real test driving we didn't have enough space, so we contacted the War Museum in Overloon, who already for 10 years organized Militrex, an event for World War II German vehicles. They were more than willing to help us out. So we arranged transportation to the museum and agreed in leaving it at the museum till the end of 2020, so we can do some testing and our fans have an opportunity to go and see the little Phoenix in the flesh.
weet ik.
In this last portion of this video you can see a badly damaged track link. More on this matter you can find in the video, of which you can find the link in the top right corner. Hopefully we get to test new tracks for the manufacturer very soon. So subscribe and click the notification bell to stay up to date.